Hey, what's up, guys? Me and Mira are back to break down more of the recent EGX footage, but we got a special guest today, FlawlessDeku. What's up, man?
Hey man, how's it going?
So we actually broke down some footage from yours before on some high-level Jamie footage, Deku, and you've been actually uploading a ton of high-level footage for Street Fighter 6. So I'll be sure to leave links to your channel so you can check out the other cool stuff because there's a lot of new characters being posted recently.
Yeah, 100%. Mainly it was Jamie. I've got a lot of footage of him, and now I've been playing Kimberly in the new build EGX.
So this is gonna be fun. There's three of us. We're gonna break down a bunch of footage. Let's try to do our best here. So who are we watching first?
Yeah, so this is Rycroft. This is the Juri player. He's probably the best player I played at EGX. He had some really cool Juri combos, a lot of cool ideas with drive rush into stand medium kick, which is really good. So I thought I would, break down this one first.
All right, let's get straight into it.
I can already see something different with Juri not starting the round, backdashing and getting stocks.
Yeah. Okay, so this is one of your basic combos that you do all the time, right? Just target combo into Tatsu?
Yeah, target combo into Tatsu or target combo into the run, into the kick follow-up is really good. Gives you good Oki and it gives you good, corner carry. A bit better than Tatsu. Tatsu, the Oki is not great.
So setting up this shuriken bomb here, how real is this setup?
Yeah, so it is probably in this situation it's probably a bit minus, but where I've got a little bit of distance between them, if you go back a little bit, you can see. See, I'm kind of got a little bit of distance. So yeah, there's the buffer here. He can't hit me with anything. So, even if he is, if I'm like -1 or 2, then he still has to deal with the shuriken bomb. He has to make a decision whether it's to jump out or whether it's to dash out of it. And then I can react accordingly. So if you play it, you can see I move backwards, wait into anti-air.
Yeah.
I got crossed up where he dive kicked over me, and I got the run.
Yeah, that was smart, using the dive kick.
Yeah, it seemed like a decent escape there. But I was trying to Tatsu. But it is really good just because even if you are minus, you have to... It forces them to make a decision, So
right.
Yeah.
And if they just sit there, they have to take the plus frames because obviously then you're free to back.
That's one of the worst options because then I can dash in or I can shoulder, make you block a shoulder, then it blows up, and then I'm plus a lot in your face, and it's that how that can go.
Yeah.
Especially with a giant impact in the corner as well. There's a lot of options. It's quite a scary situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So just go back to neutral here.
Okay, so that's a safe follow-up, right?
Yes, that is. No one punished it. I'm pretty sure it's safe.
It's safe.
It seemed like it is definitely minus. I think I get counter hit here. I think it's meant to be used as a anti-air option. That's what it says in the move list.
Yeah, anyway. I saw that.
Yeah, so I'm assuming, say for example, someone tries to jump back in the corner, you could use it like that, get a combo after maybe. If they neutral jump, it could be good for that. I did try and time it versus neutral jump. It seemed a bit tricky. But that's what it says in the move list. So I'm assuming it works to an extent. But yeah, I didn't find many uses other than that. The OD version, however, is really good, which you'll see in a bit. But the normal one didn't really find much use for it other than that.
Okay. Oh, we see a Juri combo, but unfortunately not quite complete.
He dropped it. It was like medium.
Yeah, it was medium after a drive rush. So that seems quite effective though. Goes for a throw. Oh, there we see the DP whiff.
Every Juri player is used to that.
I think this situation happens a lot in general in Street Fighter 6. I've noticed that even a Gao's flash kick, for example, cannot cover this angle, so it's pretty tricky.
Right. Yeah, you need to cross cut it there.
We'll get the counter hit combo.
Ooh, you used no meter for that, right? No meter at all?
No, yeah, so meterless
Juri, good.
Kimberly does a lot of damage, man.
Well, what was it? Like go through the buttons with me, like what you were pressing here.
So that was crouch medium. If you run it back, crouch medium, stand fierce. I actually could have got stand fierce and got the counter, and then I could have got another stand fierce, so it would have done even more damage. But there I went for the crouch medium. On punish counter, you can link a stand medium punch afterwards. Stand hard punch afterwards, and then into the hard shoulder move and jump in. You could jump cancel that into the hard Azuna drop, which does a lot of damage. That's our most damaging ender, especially for no meter. So yeah, she does.
I see the hard knockdown, but do you get Oki from it?
Not really. It's a similar situation that I mentioned before, where you can throw down a bomb if you have one, and then you're little minus, but like I said, you put them in that situation. Actually, it's better that way because it leaves you at a good distance where they literally can't do anything about it. And if they jump straight away, then it's guaranteed anti-air. And yeah, if they dash, you also press buttons to stop it.
Right, because the alternative here is instead of using the Izuna drop, you can do jumping medium punch into Tatsu, right?
Yes, and that will leave you right next to them. But you don't have time to set up a bomb.
Yeah.
If you do the minus, and then they can jab you, or you can get back thrown, etc. So I believe this is a better ender, especially in the corner.
Okay.
Meterless anyway. Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens. Drive impact happens. Crouching heavy punch, heavy stock, heavy DP.
Oh, we saw that in the trailer, that combo.
Yeah. It's quite effective for setting up the stock, right? Because she gets one stock and then the DP is meterless. That was pretty good damage for drive impact. Yeah.
So he combos into the heavy version of the stock, right? So he gets a follow up and he gets the stock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he keeps getting stocks in neutral like that.
Right.
But there's the drive impact back, and we see a drive rush combo. Oh, wow, that's a big one. Okay.
Into the super.
You burnt yourself out though.
Okay, hold on. We gotta go over this combo. What is this?
Let's talk about it.
A lot of stuff going on here.
Right, so the drive impact hits, and then it's standing heavy punch, drive rush, crushing medium punch, standing heavy punch. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Like I said before, on a punish counter, you get a crouch medium punch punish counter into stand fierce. It works exactly the same with drive rush. I'm pretty sure drive rush, when it enhances your normal, it gives it punish counter properties. So in terms of the frame advantage, that's what it feels like, at least to me. So yeah, you can do stand hard punch, drive rush, then crouch medium, stand fierce, and then you can go into the hard vagabond edge, I think it's called, the shoulder move. I just call it shoulder move, and then it launches them up and you get a combo.
Yeah, and you did OD Tatsu into level 2 because
exactly, jump medium punch, and then you can cancel that into OD Tatsu, and because it's an air super, you can then cancel that into her level 2.
That's so crazy she can do that in the air. Her level 2 looks good.
Yeah,
yeah, man.
As we were mentioning, you burnt yourself out, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, which is why I now have to take this drive impact. So, it could be a bit of an oversight. I thought, let me just try and cash out the damage. But if I'm going to do that, I probably should back up here because I can't really do anything but block this because I don't have any of my drive gauge to defend against.
And no super either, right?
I can't parry. I could neutral jump. That would be a good option. But obviously, in the moment, I decided just to eat it. Yeah. So that's what happened.
I'm told that you can throw drive impact on reaction. What do you think about that?
You can. It's just a bit. It's a bit tough. I've tried it a few times and got counter hit, so I would argue it's probably not worth it a lot of the time. The only time I would do it is if I am burnt out and I've got no other options. The only thing you can do is super or throw it. Like now, I have no meter, so
yeah.
It will be cool to see when people get really good at the game and there's those clutch situations where you're in the corner and you're burnt out and they know the drive impacts come in and you got a super bar and you manage to react to it and things like that. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, here I don't go for either of those options, throw or throw or didn't have the bar or anything. But yeah.
Oh, we see a big combo here.
Hey, whoa. Okay.
I'm gonna go back and look at it again.
No, there is so much going on there.
Okay, so it starts with the crouching heavy punch into the medium.
Just try to pause it before each hit, so I can see each individual.
Okay,
hit,
well let's start from the beginning then. So crouching heavy punch, medium stock, or sorry, fuha. That links into crouching medium punch into a drive rush. That's standing medium punch. Crouching heavy punch. Into the level 2 dash. And that was, oh god, that's so much going on in here.
Yeah.
Standing medium punch, crouching heavy punch, that pops up. Jumping medium punch, jumping medium kick, I think. Into the dive kick and the follow-up.
Damn. And look how much corner carry that did. Didn't they were on the other side already?
Yeah, pretty much. Went from one side to the other, coast to coast almost, yeah.
Coast to coast.
So much, yeah, a lot of meter.
The damage is very low because the scaling is already capped at this point, but
Like
still.
anime style combo.
Yeah, and then you get pressure, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, her level 2 does seem pretty strong, can't lie. You know, mainly for the corner carry, and then now I'm in a situation, especially if he wasn't burnout here, then it would be very tough. Obviously, I've got to worry about A, she's got the Magic Series, and B, she can drive impact at like any time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I guess there's another thing worth mentioning, right? During your level 2, Juri can cancel some of her normals that are not normally cancelable. So what that means is that I would assume that she can also cancel into drive impact, which would make it even scarier, right?
Yeah.
Well, at least he's in burnout here, so he can't do drive.
Right. But like, I mean, normally standing head kick's not cancelable, right? But if she can cancel it into drive impact with the level 2, could be really, really scary.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm unsure if that is the case, but I mean, I don't see why not. It is special cancelable normal.
Oh, back up. Did he use? Okay, he used the fireball, the light Fuha, right there to cover his tracks on his block string. But Juri doesn't get the enhanced version, right? During level 2.
No, I think he has a stock though. Yeah, he did have a stock.
Okay, so he still uses the stock. All right.
Yeah. That dash is pretty far.
Really that dash was far.
It's crazy. It's so fast as well, man. It's like Nakali's.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, there it is.
You're buffering like crazy there. You're like sticking out so many medium punches.
Exactly.
Check the dash.
I knew it was coming, you know. So
yeah.
Then I try and get some space, and he sees it because of the fire.
So that's what's so good about Juri is that like once he threw that light like the fireball at you, he was able to get in, right? You had no defensive options because you were in burnout, so it was like you forced you in that situation, you know?
Right. Exactly.
Even
it's pretty strong follow behind it.
Even if you're not in burnout and you try to do something like, say, a drive impact through it, because the fireball is still one hit, right? You basically lose one of your valuable hits of armor, and it slows down the whole animation of the drive impact. So this still protects Juri quite a bit.
Yeah.
Well, it would be pretty easy for her to react with her own drive impact at that point. Like if she follows behind it, that's the thing I found when I was playing like Gaia as well, for example.
Yeah.
If he throws a sonic boom and you try to react with drive impact, he has more than enough time to do his own one back. So these kind of situations, especially when you're they're following the projectile and you're minus quite a lot, it's kind of risky to do those kind of options. Even parry is pretty risky because you have to go through the recovery frames, and now they can like move in front of you and do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a pretty scary situation for sure.
All right, let's see what the final round has in store for us. Oh no, wait, this is not the final. My bad. So these are a lot of block strings that you're doing, but you can kind of interrupt in between mediums, right? In this game, like a lot of these.
Yeah, a lot of mediums.
Yeah, so medium. It feels like it's like, I don't know, +2 or +1. It doesn't feel like it's plus much, but so really the good frame trap is to go into jab afterwards. But obviously, if you can delay, if you know that they're not gonna. Obviously, it's a different. If you think he's gonna press jab straight away, then you would go into jabs. But you can still stagger with medium punches. If you're threatening throw or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but they are definitely not like in 5 where you just do medium, you know what I'm saying? Or like they don't quite link the same as well in combos, it seems. So yeah. But,
yeah, there's like a bigger gap for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. But her crouch medium punch does seem really good. Like you can counter hit confirm it into stand fierce. And if not, then you can confirm it into like on normal hit, you can confirm into the target combo. So it's really strong for sure. It's just they have to be aware.
Okay. Here we see the EX run follow up the arc step. I think it's called.
The arc step.
Yeah.
So that was plus.
This one is not plus. This is very minus actually. So I think I actually get punished. There, I could have just let it rock and she would just bounce away, and then I'd be safe.
Right, because here you have 3 follow-ups, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I can either do the like command grab version. I think it grabs them if they're standing, and on the OD version she actually gets a combo like the OD Azuna drop.
Okay.
Which is cool.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. You get like a forward hard kick into whatever you like. You jump.
Oh yeah, I think we see that in the trailer.
Yeah, exactly. But this version is more like a combo ender, and it will splats if it hits. But it is very unsafe. So
right.
Yeah.
Does the die kick is the die kick an overhead?
I'm unsure about that. I think he does block it standing, but
yeah, he does block it standing.
Oh, I imagine it would be, because then that would be the mix-up with the
Yeah.
command grab, right? Because the command grabs you standing.
Yeah, I was just wondering how real it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
so that would make sense.
Yeah, let's look at it again, and we see the we can see the punish as well. It's a punish counter, so it just goes medium, medium into drive rush, medium, heavy, heavy stock into the heavy DP, and the firebolt to cover the advance. Oh, there it is. This one is plus, and we see the counter hit right after.
He obviously did not know that because he pressed the button.
See, I think he might have known at this point. I'm not sure. I can't remember how. I played him quite a lot of sets, so I've been using it.
Could you pause it, Mirror, like right after you? I want to see, like, is he in throw range after that?
You're really close. Yeah, I think so.
Really?
And throws have long range. Like this is throw range.
Oh man,
for sure.
So
that's cheap.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good, man. I was using it a lot, like especially just to extend your, say your they block you're trying to hit confirm, they block. You can go into this, you get another mix up.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Run in and just do it if you think they're going to sit there. Now we have to take the mix up. So yeah, it's a really, really good move. Also, if they jump, it will hit them out of the air. So yeah, I was using this quite a lot towards the end. I found it out like day 3, day 4, and then started to try and incorporate it a bit more. But yeah, pretty good move.
Okay. Let's see what else we have. So you get the counter hit combo into the heavy.
Yeah.
Izuna drop and all that. Is there any difference between the versions of the air throw? Oh, I guess we can talk about that as well.
I don't believe so. I just only used the hard one. I was like, more damage sounds good. So
okay.
I'm not even sure if it does more damage. I just assumed because it's a harder button.
Yeah.
They could all be the same. Sometimes these moves work kind of like that. But yeah, I only use the hard one, so I can't say for sure, to be honest.
Okay. And then here we see what the arc step looks like on a mid-screen combo with some further pushback.
So there I did it, just buffered into the OD run, and if he would blocked, for example, I could have just done the plus move with the flip kick, but obviously got hit there, so that's why I went into the
the arc step and the dive kick.
Yeah, the arc step into the dive kick, and yeah, get some good corner carry on that.
Okay.
So pretty safe option, pretty good as well. Oh, jump medium punch. I missed my OD Tatsu there. I probably tried to put OD Tatsu into super, but I didn't.
Yeah, you could have went into level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found this pretty interesting though. The wake up standing medium kick, I think, is a trademark of Juri play.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Very fast, and obviously a minus after the dash, so it was actually a pretty good check there from him. Because I threw him, and I thought I'd be cheeky and try and steal a turn.
Yeah.
So he kind of saw that, and I managed to block.
Yeah, I just think it's quite funny is all. So yeah, there's the air to air. There's that. Oh, unfortunately, that didn't combo.
You used that that was like Zeku styles, young Zeku styles.
Yeah.
It's.
I think I was experimenting here. I thought this might link afterwards, but it didn't, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, and you got punished, unfortunately.
You could have landed another heavy punch, maybe.
Yeah, if I walked forward, I could have got another heavy punch. Also, if you saw the footage, I think on Twitter was from, I think it was Justin Wong's footage. He would could do the CPU level 8 did empty. It linked the empty parry into drive rush afterwards. I didn't manage to hit that. It seems like really tight the timing, but yeah, you have a few options afterwards.
Okay. Oh, on reaction this time. That was on the ground and give you the
And that's really good because you go over even if it's not invincible, it goes over projectiles. I mean, Juri's projectiles low, but that looks like it would go over normal fire. But wouldn't if you were close enough?
Yeah, 100% it does. Goes over. Reuse fireballs. I did it quite a few times. Sonic moves a bit harder. You have to do it really quickly, obviously, because it's
yeah.
It does. Yeah. If you're a bit further back, it has literally no invincibility whatsoever. So you can say for example, someone jumps and you try and do it as anti-air, you just get kicked in the face.
Oh, I see.
If you're a bit further back, you can land. You can hit the fireball, for example. So it doesn't have any projectile invincibility either. It literally just goes over it. So, but it does work well for that. It's just you have to do it at a certain range, kind of like a mid-screen.
Do you know if that super has different versions? Kind of like how Kami has different versions in Street Fighter 5?
I'm unsure. I would have just done the hard punch version there probably. Well, I'm not sure if it has different distances. It's not something I tested.
Okay. That'd be broken.
Yeah.
Be bro.
If you want to like bait it, yeah, I'm unsure to be honest.
Okay. Oh, and there's the drive-in.
That medium kick is really good.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this final round. Oh, we can immediately see how the crouching medium kick into the pinwheel broke the armor.
Yeah, 3 hits. A lot of hits really fast. We see the armor break message too on the left.
All right. Oh.
Okay, I was waiting for this move to appear on the screen here. Back it up. Okay, this is a command normal, right? Forward heavy kick.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the hop. Okay, what I want to know about this move, because I'm seeing so much footage on this and people talking about this move. Is this move a gimmick? Like, is this Unga or is this real? Like, can you actually mix up with this?
So I wouldn't say it's a gimmick. It's not as good as it looks, I think. But there are options to beat it. For example, if she masses jab here and I try and cross up, it will beat it. Or she does a stand light kick, it will beat it. But that's why I do the neutral jump.
Okay.
And then the only reason it hits her here is because she was mashing it, so she gets 2 jabs, and then I get a punish counter. But if she just presses it once, then I'll probably just get put her in block stun. But which is good because it means I get a free jump in. I can mix her up. But now, say if she waits, she could DP this. You know what I'm saying? So there is a mix up there.
Okay.
But then if I bounce backwards, then I could then bait that. So there's options. It is good. I think it's just like, say if you think they're going to sit there, you've kind of conditioned them not to press buttons in neutral. Because it only goes a set distance. So if you're too close or they're moving around too much, then you can make it whiff, and then obviously they can whiff punish it.
Well, I was just going to ask that.
Yeah.
So after you do the forward heavy kick, you automatically bounce, and then you choose the direction, 1 of 3?
No, you don't automatically bounce. You can do it so that you just land straight in front of them, which could even create more mix-up potential. I assume it's minus. I'm not sure. I didn't really... it felt minus. But, say if you know they're going to wait there, you could like just land and go for a cheeky delayed button or something. It wouldn't be real, obviously, but, it's an extra option. But if you just leave it, it literally just lands right next to them,
How do you jump straight up? Like, after you bounce? Like, how do you bounce off them straight up?
So you just jump cancel it. So once they block it or it gets hit,
just hold up?
You press up, back, up forward or up back, and you'll jump cancel it into any direction.
And after you jump, can you maneuver in the air, or is it like stuck on that spot? Like, is it like Falk's dive kick, like where you can kind of maneuver a little bit after you bounce off them?
No. It's like a normal jump. So if it's a neutral, it has a set pattern. You can't change your jump arc or anything like that. I didn't try if I could jump forward and elbow, for example. That might be a thing. So you could like land in front. That could be cool. I should have tried that really, but I just it's like a set distance. You jump away.
All right.
So but it's there you go. You see, I get the punish counter confirmed into the combo. But one thing I did want to mention is that move becomes way stronger in burnout because as me and Mir tested at the event, burnout makes you take more block stun when you block any attack. You see how they have a little reel back animation? Well, they actually are in more block stun than normal. So that means that the jab option no longer works. So you can do the hop kick into the cross up, and that's real. They have to take it. Or you can
I don't like that.
that
sounds so cheap.
Burnout. Well, I mean, if you put yourself in burnout, I think it's kind of your fault. To be fair. Burnout is it is very peak.
You have to know how to deal with that hop kick in the match.
Yeah, it's really rough.
It's really important.
100%. So
okay.
Yeah, but it's pretty good. Oh,
a full combo here. Oh man, that was a lot of damage. Let's look at it again.
100%.
That was what was it? Jumping heavy kick? What is this?
Jump heavy kick.
Okay, yeah.
But you see the medium punch there? You see how I said before it kind of forces them to do something? Well, there I guessed he was going to dash towards me, but I guessed wrong, and I got jump hard kick into full combo.
I can see. And then we see medium into drive rush, medium heavy again, into the medium fuha here, into the another medium, and the stock.
Use the stock, gain the stock. Yeah.
Oh, more drive rush pressure. Okay, yeah, that's something that I would like to mention. When Juri does the heavy fuha into the fireball, that's a real frame trap. Like if you try to press buttons in between, you get hit by the fireball. But if she does
you back out, can I see that again?
Yeah, it will. If you see the heavy into the light,
okay.
yeah. But if she does the medium into the light, there's a big gap in there. So you can get punished, because I played against Juri a little bit, and I noticed that was fake, but this one is real. This one is how you make it safe.
Yeah. And then
there's the drive impact.
Stand medium kick. You can cancel the first hit, but it's pretty hard to react because it's so fast.
Yeah.
So it's usually a free drive impact. Always back to neutral here. And block fireball.
Medium kick.
Yeah, man.
Like dash.
Oh,
nice reaction.
Yeah, nice reaction on the drive impact. And we see another one of those full combos again. Oh, into level 3.
It's gonna do a lot of damage.
Oh, a lot of damage indeed.
Because that's the level 3, man. Ooh, does so much damage.
Yeah, and that's why I think drive impact is really risky, man. It's like a reversal, baiting a wake up DP. You will, if you get baited, you will take a lot of damage. And
it counters itself.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think as the game develops, people get better at doing that. I found it was quite, say if you're doing your pressure and you see it and you're kind of expecting it, it is quite easy to react. So yeah, you have to be careful with that for sure.
Yeah, especially when you're close to the corner. That's when there's the highest probability of the drive impact coming out, because obviously it's where it's most rewarding, right? So a lot of people will be looking out for it, and that's basically when you need to mix it up with dashing in and things like that, because if they're kind of like just looking for that, it's like overheads, right? In a way.
Exactly. Yeah. It gives you a lot of space to maneuver and kind of do other things. You could drive rush in, for example, or you could dash in, or you can even jump, because they're going to be so worried about that. Like if their mind's mainly on that, it'd be hard to anti, it'd be hard to check dashes, it'd be hard to, even like stop you from walking in and like taking space, these kind of things. So yeah, it is. Obviously you can react, but then it does, take some of your attention away from other stuff.
Yeah. All right, and this was the end of this match. Any parting thoughts on the matchup?
Yeah, dude, it was cool seeing like the big combos from Juri and Kimberly.
Yeah, for sure. All I took was Juri is broken.
Every character that beats me is broke.
No, Juri is. She seems good. I think she seems really oppressive, man. Probably the most oppressive character I played. Like her pressure is pretty scary. Her dash is pretty scary. Her drive rush as well. Can't really comment on the matchup. It felt kind of really back and forth when I was playing him. We played a lot of sets. Like I said, he was probably the best player I played, but we played a lot of matches. And I think, yeah, it's just the way she plays is very rush down heavy and kind of like trying to dash in and put you in block stun. So I found that drive reversal was actually pretty useful against her. For example, if she like drive rushes in, the stand medium kick, etc., you can like. You don't really want to be putting block stun too much, but yeah, no, she seems good. Obviously, Kimberly is really good as well. I think her ground game is really strong, and she's like a mix between Karen and Ibuki, I think, which sounds terrifying.
No, yeah, if you put it that way, yeah, it definitely does sound terrifying.
With the spray can explosion, it's kind of like EX Q9 away, a bit slow, obviously, but her buttons remind me of Karen, man. It's like a she can get a lot of damage off them as well. Same with Karen.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a crouch medium kick like her, but it's more about like how she gets damage from neutral in terms of like whip punish and etc. It's quite similar. Mix that in with some dirty mix-ups, and you got yourself a character. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're seeing so much potential so early, and the game's not even close to being out yet.
Yeah,
so that's really sick. Yeah, but thanks for joining us for the breakdown, Deku. And
thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, there's more footage. Like, if you guys want to see some more, like Kimberly, Juri, and the newer characters, you can check it out on Deku's channel. I'll leave a link in the description below, and hopefully we can do some more breakdowns in the future.
Yeah, 100%, man. This was fun, for sure. Like Vesper said, I've got a lot more of this kind of footage on my channel. I played this guy quite a lot. Also, you know, some other characters. I play a lot of Jamie and Kimberly mainly. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to head over.
All right, guys. Till next time. Take care.
See ya, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.